Hello, everybody! Welcome. Hi, every mags, the best mags, and hello, a traveling pianist. Pianist.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact: a traveling pianist is our good friend from our Connections days. Our Pseudonym Productions. This is so. Victoria, let him have this. Hello. Welcome everybody. We've got a few announcements. Thank you so much for joining us for some D&D shenanigans tonight. We have a merch store. You should buy cool stuff from the merch store. We also have a Discord. You should come hang out there. Lots of cool people in there.
I'll type that stuff whenever things decide to load.
Yeah, I can actually do that. Upcoming schedule for this week. Tomorrow night, we continue onward with our super crazy cool Vampire the Masquerade. It's very nice. I'm starting to fall in love with this particular game, and much of that is a testament to the wonderful storytelling that is Kat, who has crafted this amazing, comprehensive, fantastic world where we can be just a little bit evil, and it feels good. So join us. You'll see some familiar faces, and hopefully you will continue to support stories that are a little off the D&D path. It's pretty amazing. Tune in for that on Monday. Next Sunday, the Indigo Chameleon crew is going to be working for a charity. We're going to be teaching kids how to play D&D that are coming from a pretty difficult home situation, but we're trying to get back to the community. We just had a conversation in here just now where we were like, do we really want to play D&D after a day of teaching D&D? And to which I answered yes. But I realized that not everybody's like that. Mike is, but he and I we do this all the time.
Warlock, two things, I'm out.
2 things are out. So here's what's going to happen. On Sunday, it's either going to be a one-shot so that those that are teaching D&D can take the night off. It's either going to be no stream if we decide to down it, or it's going to be Scribe in a workspace where you can do Q&A, we can create characters together, we can put on some chill lo-fi music and just hang out. So what is it going to be? I'll never tell because I don't know. Tune in next week and stay tuned to the Discord. Kat is an amazing DM. Speaking of, Kat, what else are you working on right now? Where can people check out the cool stuff you do?
Yeah, check me out here. Vampire the Masquerade, Chaos, obviously we're here. You can also check me out on Rep RPG, where I play in a vampire game on Friday nights. And I run a Wonder Home campaign every other Sunday morning, which has been very, very fun. You can also check me out on Marquee RD Productions, where we're going through a little bit of a revamp right now. But it's fun, spooky things coming that way.
Yeah, I love the Wonder Home campaign because it's essentially like if Edgar Allan Poe had directed if Edgar Allan Poe had directed a cute show about animals, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're all cute and lovely and cuddly, but there's trauma up there.
But
like,
there's a god that's trying to come back to life that's not great.
Yeah, but
there's an Eldritch Horror.
It's very fun to me because you can sit there with a cup of tea and you're like, is this spiked? Like, yeah.
It is. You spiked it.
Speaking of spiked tea, Ryan, how's your oral?
One day you'll find out how to find a way around that, but today's not that day.
Never.
You can find me on Google's podcast and Spotify, Justin Jacinto, where I take my crew and have weird cult stuff happen with them. This is like the 3rd episode in a row where we're dealing with weird cult stuff, and I've made more NPCs that I'm not proud of in the past 3 episodes than I am right now.
Looking in a mirror.
This is how it feels.
Yeah.
Cool.
The episode's called Finn Does Stuff again.
Stay tuned to the Discord. Who knows? We may have some news to share in the next coming days and things of that sort.
News.
So,
well, keep your fingers crossed. We're Orlando Fringe Lotteries tomorrow, so
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Everybody here might have to make a commute to Orlando to come support live D&D.
Yep.
It's going to be like the older D&D show, but with more Funyuns. It's going to be great. Cass, where can people check out the stuff you're doing?
You can find me on Instagram or TikTok at Cassandra Cosplays, but I'm kind of considering changing my handle to Edgar Allan Ho now. Pretty great.
You're welcome.
You just heard the record scratch.
Okay, Chris, Tracy, you want to talk about anything? You got anything going on you want to plug?
I'm gonna go with this great tea.
Yeah.
It is really.
I've been wandering in the wilderness for days, so I'm good.
You really have.
Indigo is back from being a real life ranger to play a pretend paladin. So.
All right,
So we're so happy to have you back. Speaking of, when last we left our amazing heroes,
People die.
it was Meet the Parents with Dragons. We all got to meet all of your parents, and some of them we liked a little more than others. We got to meet parents that were proud of their children, parents that were not proud of their children, parents that were overwhelmingly enthusiastically proud of their children, and we got to realize that this was part of the test, a sort of a demonstration for your parents. You were going to fight a dragon. Not only that, but a big purple illithid-looking dragon, sort of a mixture between a mind flayer and a dragon, so that shoots spores out of its mouth instead of flame.
There are two dragons. One of them's Diane. The other one is...
There's two dragons in your soul. Get them out. They should not be there. Etheria has polymorphed them. But yeah, so you all, not only that, but you made things a little bit more interesting by making bargains and bets with River. River, the Chaos Magic the sort of representative here at the base, and a sort of magical artificer. You all made some bets about whether your parents, who bet either for you or against you based on what they feel like you are capable of. And there's a lot of catharsis, a lot of good character growth, especially in such a short period of time. I'm really happy about all of that, and I would encourage you, the audience, to go back and watch that episode. That being said, we are going to drop right into the initiative, okay? This battle is going on, and there's a few things, chaotic things, that are happening all at once, okay? The stands have started erupting into chaos. You can hear the faint sounds of that, but like I said, there's this odd arcane plexiglass. TM, copyright. Arcane plexiglass that is surrounded an audience that's sort of looking down in this giant arena. In the arena are random little like rocks or aggro crag from like Gladiator, from Guts and stuff, where you can hide behind. The group is fighting this giant purple dragon. The chains that were holding the dragon in place have broken, and the stands have erupted into a bit of chaos as Holly, I believe, is the only person that can see any of what she just did happening, which is OOC. Holly cast
Dispel
magic. What was it? Detect magic. Seeing tethers connecting each of you to your parents that were sitting in the stands that seemed to traverse this. Holly went, "Hey, a tether! Ooh, piece of candy!" And like dispel magic and cut the tether going from Locke to his father, the King of France.
I want to preface that I saw him take damage from his father's disappointment, and that's why I cut the tether.
And that's why you cut the tether.
I was like, oh, break it. I was like, oh, this person's getting hurt.
No. You saw him. It's like bad. Cut tether. When that happened, Henry IV, Henry V,
Louis.
I want to make sure I get this right. King Louis IV.
Yeah.
King Louis IV, his eyes rolled into the back of his head, and he dropped to the ground, causing all of your parents to start collectively freaking out. The stands emptied in chaos, but the battle is still raging onward. Indigo Chameleon. When we rolled initiative for this particular game, no one here rolled above a 15. So the dragon went first, okay?
Good job, guys.
Sad.
I'm going to give you a gift. Locke, you have been blessed for a sesh. I want you to stick it to your dad.
Well, he's dead.
Well done.
I killed him.
Forgot about the part with the king. So, Indigo Chameleon. Etheria is hearing all the chaos and stuff like that, and I think you're not attracted to the sounds of like a fight, like an exhibition. That doesn't attract you.
No.
But the sounds of chaos does call
Yes.
you. So here's what I'm going to say. You are in the stands and go running into this space, okay?
Okay.
And you see a few things happen at once. An individual wearing the hoitiest, most fancy pants of fancy pants outfits, gilded in gold, falls over to the side. His servants rush forward. Someone that you recognize to be the new girl who you've met in passing a few times, Holly. Her dad, which is a big demon dude, that's trying to break the glass, okay? Percy's father is looking somewhat concerned and is rushing over to the king as well. Basically, the stands have erupted into chaos. You can place yourself anywhere you want to in the initiative order, as long as the dragon goes first.
Okay.
So the dragon's going to go first, and then as soon as you know where you want to go in the initiative order, you just say, okay, I have an idea of where I want to go. And then I will place you there. Okay.
Would me and Fury have known each other from Magnolia?
This is a
Or
different
known
Fury.
of each other?
You would have known of each other.
Okay.
Like, you would have known that, like, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
a lot of her life would parallel. Because a lot of
yeah,
your
a lot
lives
of
parallel.
a lot of her life would have parallel. Like, you would have
Yeah.
known of each other.
Like I have the same magic items.
Okay, let me ask this. Throughout the weeks, if Magnolia had extended invites to you to have sleepovers at her place and hang out with her daughters, would Etheria have done that, or would she have stayed on campus? Truthfully.
She would have, if I feel like Magnolia would have known Etheria enough to use keywords like pillow fort,
Yeah.
large pillows
All right.
filled with feathers.
Let me say.
Cookies.
Penguin butlers.
She would have known enough keywords if Magnolia wanted her Etheria to come
Can
over.
we do something fun then?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Each of you roll a D100. The closer your two numbers are to each other is how close of a friendship the two of you have bonded together.
I'm gonna roll mine on.
While they're doing that, what's Diane doing? I want to know.
Yeah, that's my question.
Oh no. Well,
Hang
roll
on.
low.
No.
What did you roll?
93.
Yeah! She got a 93, you got a 9. You two hate each other. Like, she just likes picking on you. Maybe she, like, just a baby. Like, no, but you can pick this up. Jerry baby.
So they know each other, they just don't like each other.
I think you know each other, you just may not.
Rivalry.
Rivalry. Bad.
Oh, you know what?
Done.
Absolutely. The two of you were known as being the problem
We're
children.
both the problem children.
And when, who identifies as the problem? I do. You both say it at the same time, and it's like a foom, foom, like,
A pond was made that day.
That was me.
terrible. Alas, earwax. All right.
Perfect.
Great. I love
You
this.
like oatmeal raisin cookies?
No.
No one likes oatmeal.
Oatmeal raisin.
Well, I love them, okay? I love them a lot. How dare you?
The gift I'm giving to you is she much prefers playing antagonistic than she does amicable.
I know.
D&D, so you're welcome. All right. The
So simply become my new little sister. That's all it's become.
All right. That being said, it is the dragon's turn first as all of this is going on. What is Diane doing in the stands? At any point, you all can use you can use a free action to zero in on somebody in the stands. Okay?
Cassandra just wanted to know. No.
Yeah, I
Just wanted to know.
They're free
I think she's doing her fucking
She's
nails.
just sitting there like.
You watch as Diane is doing, like, the crowd has erupted into everything, and then you see Diane do this.
The object permanence of the woman.
And then take a photo of the events and just and type something in the photo. If you were to zoom in, you would see that she was sending the words "I told you" to his dad.
What a bitch.
Yeah. So that is what Diane is doing here in the
I
stands.
think Diane.
Thanks, we can live without that, Percy.
That's Cassandra.
without that information.
All right, it is the dragon's turn.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, we can skip
They
this.
can just.
Scientists are still unsure.
They can pass its turn.
The dragon. It's gonna see if it gets its breath weapon back.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
What?
Okay. The dragon is confused and it's seeing the prey run around and things of that sort. So I think it's gonna. Is anybody currently? I don't think anybody's currently engaged in melee with the dragon.
Melee? No.
No, I don't think anyone's grabbing or engaged.
You're.
Tasha,
Tasha.
my little Wednesday
Click on it.
Adams.
He's gonna take a swipe at Dasha for the multi attack. It's just gonna be a claw attack.
Yep.
For Dasha, that's a 19 to
It's
hit.
at disadvantage. She's blurred.
A 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Dasha takes
Sorry, Dasha.
19 points of piercing damage.
All right. She just sort of it evaporates into shadow as
Yeah.
this thing just
As the small goth goth girl Quickling disappears, she disappears, and the smoke forms the picture of a middle finger as it disappears from the side. The dragon is going to start tearing into the plexiglass. plexiglass. Like if people are running, it's going after prey. Its eyes are just tracking. You all aren't running, but these people in the stands are running. So it just starts pounding into this. It like grabs its teeth and tries to take a bite out of it.
Aw, it's kind of cute.
Look at me.
This thing is now 80 feet up. This thing is hovering in the air 30 feet above everybody. Okay, tearing into the plexiglass. It should be impenetrable, but it wasn't intended. No one thought the dragon was going to be doing this, so it takes a chunk out of it. You see, there's this flash of like purple arcane energy as the claws ram into it, the jaws, and the glass tends to shake a little bit. And for a second, the people in the stands are like, "Crap, we need to go faster." So the evacuation starts even faster from this point. We're now into the players' turns. Do you want to go first here?
Sure, because I know what I want to do.
All right, great.
Okay, so there's a bit of a weak point in the plexiglass now, but it's high up.
Yeah, it's high up. Like you'd have to
Okay.
be a tiefling that flew in order to access that particular.
I don't even need wings for this. Okay, so
terrifying
I
thing
don't
you
know
just
how
said.
much you'll let me do with my action. I'm hoping that bringing forth Tiny can be considered a bonus action because it's just kind of tossing him to the ground.
Normally,
Or is
it's
that
an
a full action?
item. What is it's like takes an action. So what are you planning on doing?
Okay, so here's the
Because
plan.
that'll determine whether I let you do this.
Well, cinematically, I really like how it looks. So here's what I want to do, and you can tell me whether it's going to take one turn or two.
Okay.
Okay, I want to bring Tiny forth, my giant elephant, and we've practiced this move totally. It's amazing. Where he takes me with his trunk and just flings me kind of at the glass, because before I want to take my potion of giant strength
Okay.
that puts my strength up at 21.
You want him to speedball special?
Yes! I went through the glass, and I'm going to have my javelin just in case I'm in
All right.
the dragon's mouth, because this could happen.
Well, the Fury is back.
Yeah, Furious back. I need a strength save from you.
Okay.
Go ahead. Your strength ups to.
With my strength at 21. It's at 20. Wait, hang on. Let me double check. I thought it was. No, it's 21.
21.
21.
So that means it's a plus 5.
It's a +5.
And Tiny strength, I checked, elephant strength is +6.
All right.
They're 22.
I'm going to say if Tiny automatically gets this, because I'm not going to penalize Tiny for your stupidity. Yeah, so
Thank you.
Tiny wraps you up in his trunk, and you feel the telekinetic thing. It's like, it would have been better if you threw me at the thing, but that's fine. And picks you up and like throws you as far as you can. I need a strength save. I'll set the DC low. I'll set it DC 20.
Okay,
here.
I'm just going to roll a d20 and then add, because I can't change it all on
Yeah,
DVD
absolutely.
with the
I don't know,
potion.
paladins-
The potion's for 1 hour.
Do paladins get proficiency in strength saves?
Yeah.
I
Charisma
do.
and-
I've got a +1, but now I should have a +5, but it wouldn't be a +6, or would it?
Do you have proficiency in strength saves?
Oh, no, I do not.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I don't know if paladins normally do, but
Might
I
be
don't.
charisma and something
Charisma,
else.
charisma Constitution.
Con, yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a straight 16,
+5
so that would
is
be a 21.
Yeah, you know what? Tiny picks you up and yeets you at the glass hard. There is a crackling of energy as all of the protections around the area drop, like as the glass, whatever magic is containing them. But a pint-sized Leroy Jenkins flies through, and I need one more like dex save. Well, you're flying. Give me a dex save at advantage to just sort of like hero landing rather than flopping into the dragon, because that's where the weak point was.
If the plexiglass breaks down, Tiny's going to join me. I rolled 2 double 1s. 2 double nat 1s.
Okay, even with your wings, as you fly through this,
I've never done that before.
man.
Even
Over the
advantage.
dome.
Snake eyes
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh.
I gotta do
Oh,
something
please.
bad for a nat
Oh
one.
my
thing.
gosh.
Okay, I'll say this: you go hurtling through the plexiglass, and the weak point is where the dragon was attacking it. And sure enough, like that's the weak point that you barrel through. And the minute you duck through, the dragon just goes boop, like pockets at Etheria and like looks at the claw. So you are currently grappled by the dragon.
That's fair.
As you burst through, but you got through the glass, and you're on the other side
And I
of
do have a
this.
javelin in my hand. I did establish that.
You do.
It's one of those rainbow, like the rainbow lollipops. With the spiral.
yeah.
Hey, Bon Bon, what's
Yeah.
up? And hey, Turtle Doc, what's up? Yeah, absolutely. Etheria is currently grappled, but she's holding a lollipop.
God, it's so
It's
cool.
very Eddie Murphy at Trading Places. Is there a problem, officer? Like, great. Okay. That is Epheria's turn. Paul.
Yeah, cool, amazing. I gotta figure out what's going on with this whole like purple situation.
Yep.
It's a big thing, man.
It's a.
Do you want us to come back to your turn?
Can I?
No.
No, I don't. Well, I'm
No,
gonna,
yes, you
I'm gonna
can.
do it anyway. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Okay, absolutely. As you cast a Lesser Restoration, does that help with the poison condition at all? Disease condition?
Deaf and blind, paralyzed, or poisoned. Yeah.
Poisoned. Okay. You all watch as Paul has an allergic reaction in reverse. As you cast Lesser Restoration, the spores that have imbued your stomach manifest as little purple worms that just crawl out of your skin, out of your mouth, your ears, your nose, and just sort of like, and immediately hit the ground. The minute they hit air, they all start dying and things of that sort. But you are currently no longer afflicted by whatever that disease is.
Bonus action, I'm going to use the Harness Divine Power and get a spell slot back.
Okay, absolutely. You reach out to the god of like chill and like crush
Whatever
the.
he may be.
Just pull out a jewel.
Crush the turtle comes by and hits you with his fin. He's like, "Thank you for believing." Like, that's okay. Great. That is your turn.
Yes.
Run.
Run reaches inside of underneath his Beastie Boys t-shirt and grabs a moonstone that's on a necklace. And as he holds it, nothing comes out of it, but out of his shadow, out of the shadow of it, you see spider appendages and the visage of a drow woman comes out and starts drifting toward the dragon. It's
Is this a
summon shadow spawn.
Nice.
The air around all of us feel just a sense of despair as this shadow goes toward the creature, and it is going to let out.
Is it an action to summon them, and then they have their own initiative here? Like, how does the summon work?
Yes, the summons shadow spawn. It's one action for me to summon it.
Okay.
And then the creature can attack. It's if you in combat, creature shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys verbal commands.
Awesome. So you shout out a verbal command to it, like sick 'em, like
yes. So
right. What
Run
does it
says
do?
it basically the mouth opens and it starts to let out this scream that's almost like the most painful, depressing noise that you've ever heard, and it's going to attempt to
Dashboard confession.
scare with a dreadful scream. So now Affy's going to have to save against this too. It is a DC 16.
Run's a cool guy, but everything he does is just depressing.
Yeah, it's a DC
It's not a phase,
16
Mom.
wisdom save.
All right.
So
So
just hears it,
and
she's
the
like,
dragon and Affy have to make that wisdom save.
All right. Let's do this.
It's like beautiful
It's a
music.
19 on the die, so unfortunately
All right.
the dragon passes.
16.
That's meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
So nobody's scared, and then it's gonna actually attack. No, that's the attack. No, so then it's gonna just hang out by the dragon, and any creature other than you that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit has its speed reduced by 20 feet until the start of the creature. So
So basically the shadows are leaking off of it and
right,
drawing
and
it.
just sort of sort of holding
So-
it in this state of despair that's gonna slow
Led
down.
Zeppelin album cover.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Yeah, this is great. Awesome. All right, you all watch as Run channels his inner and outer goth kid. Percy.
Percy is going to crouch behind one of the rock formations
Okay.
and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on herself. She's
Dear
like,
God,
"Ugh."
make me a bird so I can All right, go ahead and heal yourself. You're doing anything with your bonus action.
I want to look over at Dad, see what's going on.
Dad is looking at the king, and now that Etheria has broken the glass, you see Dad is casting, and he's prioritizing everybody in the stand safety with all of your safety. And he kind of looks at you, and you and your father are very close. You have a silent conversation of like, do you need me right now, or can you handle this?
I think I got it.
Okay. Immediately, pillars of stone start posting themselves at least halfway up, so that there's a barrier between the dragon now and the stands, as he replaces the plexiglass with these pillars of stone, of black obsidian, that seem to reek of the underworld. But that quick conversation takes place.
She also turns over to Paul and goes, "Save some of the husks."
I mean, hey man, they're all yours.
Action?
I'm not
movement? You doing anything with your, that was your kind of bonus action I was talking about?
Taking a moment to just like, okay.
Panicking is a free
Did a lot of
action.
damage. I'm just going to sit here for a second.
Lock.
So Belle just because now she can see that Dad went down.
Yeah, Belle can see that Dad went down
So
in the sand.
she's not really sure what's happening.
Okay.
Because it's something that I could feel, like between the tethers being cut. Do I also feel something with that?
No. No. Unfortunately, I don't think you...
And I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Ooh, that's rough, buddy.
You can't feel anything.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Belle can't feel anything, and
Just knows that I look at the stands. Dad's down. People are crowding.
yeah.
Okay. Then already that sense of panic. She's gonna
Run has you had a wibbly wobbly, just sort of like, it's hard in the heat of the battle to feel like, but there was a weird sort of fluttering of your heart or something like that. But you can't feel like there's any major difference between you and your parents. All you know is your dad went down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that'd be enough just to kind of work, because he'd be up there like making sure that everything.
Are you running into the stands?
No, just staying there still. But she's gonna pull out the bad romance and just fire off again, just knowing that weapon did a lot of damage last time.
Okay, I need you to break Belle's heart, not like you can
Right.
fire this off again. But
Now, if I could wager to say that if Dad went down, like that's something she can't immediately get to, assuming something bad had to have happened. So
Right.
could that be like because she couldn't be there to help and couldn't? That's kind of a reach to pull, but
no.
okay.
I'm not gonna let you use that moment
I
to
got
break
you.
your own heart.
I got
Like
you.
that's not.
Let's see. For Belle,
I'm flexible
Sure, but not
when it
that
comes with them.
um,
I got this. I got something if you don't.
I'm just trying to think of what. I mean, her issues are like mom, but mom's dead enough to.
Do you mind?
Go
Do
ahead.
you trust
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Belle goes to fire the gun, and in order to use the bad romance, you got to break your own heart. You got to say some fundamental truth and something like that. And for Locke has always sort of expressed out loud what hurts him. As Belle goes to pull the trigger, she doesn't know how to use the bad romance that well, and tries to fight past it and fires the gun. When Belle fires the gun, she breaks her own heart because Belle leaves. And Locke finds himself standing in the spot. And Belle's heartbreak is the fact that for the rest of this fight, she cannot step in to protect Locke.
Gotcha.
That's what breaks her heart.
Done.
All right. So Locke just finds himself in the spot. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. Luckily, I have inspiration. Okay, so that's going to be a 19.
19 will hit. Give me
Okay.
damage.
Jeez, let's.
As you roll damage, Holly, I think you're up next.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
so as I get that counted, then a bonus action is going to be a second wind, just to kind of give myself some heals.
Okay.
So that'll be action and bonus action. But let me get that total for it for the damage.
Give me the total for the damage. I'm going to take a legendary action at this point. This thing came flying through the glass. The dragon's going to take Etheria up and just slam Etheria into the ground. It's just a, like, I don't know what this is, like, boom, slam Etheria into the ground. Etheria, you're going to just take claw damage as this thing rakes you into the ground. Let's roll to hit. Etheria, that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. So it's going to take half your movement to get up from the ground at this point. As for its legendary action, it just takes Etheria and just like, I don't know what this is, and like slams it into the ground.
I get that a lot.
37 points of damage.
37 points of damage.
Well done.
Nice.
Yay.
That gunshot goes off, and you see a chunk of this of its left wing blows a hole into it, like circular size, and it looks down at it, and you see more of those bugs and like purple worms and stuff like that falling out of the wound, and it immediately starts trying to lick at the wound to try to close it, almost like it's like a feral animal at this point. It's concentrating on the wing. Holly.
My action, I'm going to cast Universal Speech on me, the dragon, and Percy.
Okay. Tell me about universal speech.
Choosing creatures can magically understand, regardless of the language you speak, for 1 hour.
Oh. All right. Damn. This is College of Eloquence.
Yeah.
Thanks. I hate it.
Can you say that again? I was dissociating.
You can talk to the dragon now.
All right. That's your action.
Bonus action, I am Bardic Inspiration.
They understand what language? Universal speech allows you to choose creatures, and they understand your spoken language. So what's the language?
So common.
Common? Okay. They understand it. They may not be able to communicate back, but they can
So
understand.
they understand it.
Yeah.
And I can beats that's what I need. And then I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration Percy and be like, talking method might work now. Maybe.
Okay, I speak to the dragon?
Yes.
Oh, I got so many questions I want to ask. Okay.
All right.
That's my turn.
Just shut her up.
Yeah. Well, you can talk on your turn. Dragon's turn.
Dragon's turn.
Yeah, it's got that breath weapon back. It's gonna shoot out some more of those spores. Gang.
No, thank you.
I already have some. I'm full. Thanks.
I'm full, thanks.
Gang, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Of everybody?
DC 17 con save. Everybody with the exception of Percy. Percy is the only one that's hiding behind one of those rock outcroppings and healing.
That's great.
GTP hates me tonight, apparently, because I've just rolled another nat 1.
I rolled a nat 1 as well.
And
I
a
rolled a 5.
I rolled a 19.
I should have stayed. I should have stayed my sister.
Wait, hold on. Did everyone
She rolled
fail?
better.
Everybody.
Oh, thank God. Free Percy.
Percy did
Everybody
not-
failed.
I got a 19, so.
All right. 40 points of psychic damage.
I'm
Bye.
down.
Bye.
40 points.
40 points.
If you made the save, 20.
If you made the save, 20.
Cool.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Bye.
That hurts.
40 points of psychic damage.
All right.
Who else is
Keep you down.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I just want to be like Dad. That's all.
That is the dragon's turn. Affy.
Good night.
Desic.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
These are just straight
Maybe
things,
roll
right?
an
Death
actual
saves.
dice this time.
Yeah, maybe roll dice.
Watch
Physical.
you roll another
I
nat.
feel so bad. I should roll.
If I do, I'm blaming you. It's an 11.
It's still
That's a
passed.
success.
Because it's above a 10, right? Is that what
Yeah, it's above 10.
What do we say to the god of death?
That's
You?
it.
No. Affy's laying on the ground like this, a lollipop at their side.
I was planning on stabbing something with it.
Stabby
No,
stab.
I'm sorry, Affy.
It's
Paul.
Yeah, okay, cool. Paul has a wild idea, but he's not infested anymore. So, because the dragon is made up of a lot of smaller beings, I really hope this works. I'm going to cast Calm Emotion on the dragon. But by casting Calm Emotion on the dragon, I think I also cast Calm Emotion on the krill inside the dragon.
DM loading.
Buffering.
I will let you pick.
Your request is
Okay.
very important to us.
As you go to cast Calm Emotion outward, you pick up on like two creatures transposed onto one spot.
Okay.
The army of krill inside the creature and the collectiveness that is
The dragon.
dragon. So you tell me,
I would
which
rather-
one would Paul look at and
I
go?
would want the collective. I would want the dragon then. If
the,
that was
the dragon.
Yes.
What is the save on Calm Emotions?
It's a charisma save.
It's pretty charismated.
You pissed it off.
15.
DC is 16.
It's going to use its legendary resistance. Automatically succeed here, but you've deducted another legendary resistance here as you.
Yay!
Yeah.
Resistance.
Bitch.
I will then, for a bonus action, I will, for a bonus action, I will look at the stands. I want to zero in on parents. Or what is my parent doing?
Texting.
Probably.
Sending an email.
Diane is concerned. She is not.
It's not great.
It's not the situation is not great, but she's not moved to action. But you can see her left eyebrow is raised, which is the most emotion she's shown in probably like a month.
Cool.
Like where she's concerned for you, but doesn't want to show that and wants to see how this all plays out.
Cool.
She looks over towards you, and I'll give you this as a freebie. She gives you ascending. Would you like some help?
No, I'm good. You would have given me when I needed it, so I'll do it myself.
She nods with a little bit of respect, as she thinks she's about to watch you die.
Fantastic.
Affy, Paul, run.
Can I go to your
Run
house?
is going to
Vacancy.
run. Well, first, the shadows goes after. So, Run is going to fire a couple of Eldritch Blasts. That is a 24 and a 22.
Run is still up at this point too, right? Like,
Run is still up.
Okay.
He's not doing well, but up.
It's not great.
Oh, there's a haunted hostess in the chat.
Hey.
Hey.
So did both those hit, right?
Which ones?
It was a 24 and a 22.
Both hit. Yes.
And that will be 21 points of force damage.
Okay, it's starting to show wear and tear.
Oh, fantastic.
I'll say this: it's bloody.
Okay.
The Despairing Shadow will also attack.
Oh,
Ooh, that's good.
Good roll.
That's a 26.
You Despairing Shadow, is that a concentration spell?
Oh yeah.
So you need to make.
I got
What'd you get?
17.
20.
Yeah, count plus my 2
That
Constitution.
barely makes it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes it.
alright.
and you're purple now.
So, but it's a 26 on the dice for the Chilling Rends, and that will be D12 plus 6. 9 points of damage from the Shadow Spawn.
All right. There's another scream from this thing as some of the darkness that's been creeping at the edges kind of.
As a bonus action, Run is going to teleport 30 feet and try to move another 30 to get away from everyone else. So he's not in a breath weapon zone
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Get in the zone.
Yeah.
Breath weapons.
get away from everything and kind of
All right.
find some cover.
You're gonna
somewhere.
find some cover. You kind of break away and you move into cover.
And teleport. Use that teleport because that gives me resistance.
Okay, absolutely. Great move from Run. It's the Stand's turn. You watch as Timothane, the fish guy that was trying to run this whole shebang, screams out to all of you in this loud sort of fishy voice as he's trying to wrangle the crowds, but it takes a second to break away from them and says, show that it is the dominant creature and bow, it will leave. And just takes a second to scream at you. He goes, man, please, orderly fashion, everyone out of the... But takes a second to scream it pointedly at the group, supplicate yourselves, bow, and this thing will view itself as the dominant creature and will stop attacking. So take of that what you will.
Can I do a check to see if, like,
Just any check?
would it be an animal
Give me a
handling
persuasion.
check
No,
per
I
se?
don't know. What are you looking for?
Just to see if that's like if that's the truth, Like,
you can give me animal handling to go against information that you have, or
I
you can
guess.
go with insight to read this
maybe
individual.
insight.
Kind of passive insight of 22 as a
I'll
reaction.
do insight. I guess.
The dude seems legit with a passive insight of 22. You are of the god kind, so I will give you that.
I mean, that's a 15 insight check.
50, to read that person,
Yeah.
they seem legit.
Okay.
Okay, Percy, your turn.
Oh, great.
On that
Lie
note,
detector.
Percy's gonna stand up and call out to the dragon and and say, parlay, excuse me,
what'd you say?
Invoke the dragon pirate code. Taught to us by the simple works of Johnny Depp.
and she's gonna kind of get down on her knees and kind of defer her head and say, I think there's been a real misunderstanding between us here. You're clearly the dominant creature in this thing. You know, we were just here to put on kind of a show, and I didn't realize we'd be hurting you so bad, because really I'm against killing things that don't deserve to be killed. And I think maybe we could just sort of sit down, talk this out. We can maybe walk away. You can walk away with your head held high, knowing that you were better than all of us, because clearly you were so much better than us. I mean, look at us, we're tiny. And she just,
I needed established that I love Percy, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. You're going to give me a persuasion roll, and it's going to be a disadvantage
Aw.
from the speed of your talking. You're living your truth here, and I love you for it. But the dragon's just like, I just learned common like 5 seconds ago. Like,
Percy is still saying this, and finger is still smoking the disintegrate.
but she's also
one
deferring.
finger is smoking from the disintegrate, the other is from the blight. Didn't you cast like disintegrate and then blight?
The dragons have a short memory. But she's. Can I do just a straight roll, because she is deferring physically?
My name is Dorian. I have short-term memory loss.
Hi, Dorian.
I'll say this. If you want this roll at advantage, you need to walk forward towards the dragon and lay yourself prone with your head on the ground, so that if the dragon attacks, it is all at advantage. This thing's going to rip into you. So would Percy give herself a couple of seconds of like, hey, maybe we can just talk this out? Like, which is very Hillary. Like, that's a target character. Or, if you truly believe this, I'll give you this advantage, but you are laying yourself prone right in front of this thing's mouth.
I think she would. To be very honest, I think if it meant everyone else and she heard that, she doesn't want to kill it anyway.
I say
so
this
she's
not
gonna-
trying to give anything away. I'm glad you think so. Give me persuasion at advantage.
That's a scary thing. Okay, that's a 19, and then this one. 21, 22, 23, 24.
You ever seen like a little dog that was yippy yippy and you're like, stop, and you yell and it just goes. But it's really cute. This is what you see as Percy's like, hey, I just wanted to talk to you about something real quick, and like we can talk about like, and just starts like laying on the ground and like
Shows
putting
the
their
belly.
weapon down on the side. It's like, I know I just tried to disintegrate you, but like maybe we can talk, and like you're definitely the stronger being here. Okay. The dragon's eyes narrow as it looks at you. It does a little confused as you're still talking, but it watches as you lay down on the ground and just kind of put your hands up. My bad. Like, okay.
I still get to talk, or is my turn over?
You can say one more thing.
Let's all just talk this out, okay? You're great.
Later.
Blind
Lock.
fingers.
What are you doing? You heard all of this.
Locks rolling death saves. Right
Lock,
now.
give me a death save, bud.
Did Locke hear that?
That's a 20, not that.
Ooh. Lock.
How do you get not now a death save?
Well, it's not that 20.
What?
It's a
What do you-
Constitution add. You can add your
For
con.
Blessed for a Sesh,
You
get
guys
a D4,
are-
yeah?
Oh, that's fair.
That's
you,
it.
don't you don't add anything
No?
to death
Okay,
save.
Not
that's,
add anything
that's
to
an
death
18.
No.
You still got it.
Oh yeah, you still got it, but you don't have
Oh my,
anything.
I don't think you have
Hey,
anything
that's
for
all
this.
Crying in baseball. Like,
Okay.
yeah, okay. You got one life.
I mean, it does say save and throw, and death saves are a save and throw.
Are they?
Is there crying in baseball or is there no crying in baseball?
Somebody take a second to look up what
It's fine.
Crawford says about this. Look up online to see
But
if
it
you can
doesn't matter.
paladin.
It doesn't matter. He's still
You
fine.
made it.
He's still fine.
But somebody please, either in the interwebs or someone sitting at the table, look up what
So do you-
Crawford said about this. You're fine.
Crying,
You succeed.
whimpering, no crying. Just
You succeed. Holly.
And also doing that
But if you roll,
saving
but if you
throw.
roll a
Yeah,
6 and
that's
then a 4 on the save, that makes you.
It has a 9.
Holly gets a little closer to death.
Oof.
But aren't we all really?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Gasp! Welcome.
Death saves are a type of saving throw, so Bane and Bless can affect them.
All right.
okay.
We all learned something
You
here.
get this. No, that's great. I love it. What do you mean?
So is that a 1
the-
HP?
I'm
How does that
CPR
work?
certified.
Who's still up?
Technically, but I'm also down.
You're not up. The Elder Dragon on their turn will not attack, but will look down at the very confused-looking goth girl laying on the ground, and will look over at the two of you, almost as if it's waiting for you to do something. Affy, give me another death save.
Just gonna use that same die that I used before.
I'm just going to re-roll it because I can't do it from there.
That's a 4.
Okay. Affy gets a little closer to death. Paul.
God. I can't let Affy die.
I want to know what that means.
That just stops me from doing what I wanted to do because I don't want Affy to die.
No, just do it. Do the thing. Do the thing.
We still haven't seen Affy as a barbarian. We still haven't seen him
It's
as an artificer.
Good.
I feel so
We're all
bad.
If Tracy's been
Paladins are really hard.
If Tracy's been really mean to me lately, we could see Affy as a blood hunter. Like,
Have you ever been a druid?
I think that still goes against what. Where is everyone down at? I guess.
The
so
ground.
just what I imagine.
Percy's currently laying
Percy's
prone directly in front of this dragon.
like laying on the ground. Everybody else is sort of scattered about the space, like
Yeah.
you know. But everybody's in a
We're all
tight
in breath
little
weapon
bump.
range.
You're all within
Aw.
breath weapon range.
Silver lining.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to. Not gonna move. But I'm gonna hold an action.
What are you holding?
I'm casting. Or I'm holding Resilient Sphere.
Okay.
If Percy's plan breaks bad, and I see that head go back for the breath weapon, Resilient Spear on Percy.
All right. Got it.
But that is, I don't know if I can prep an action and then have a
You prep your arcane Pokeball.
Yeah, but
Yes.
does that allow me to cast a spell on a bonus action?
I'll say this: you're using your reaction, so you're prepping the spell.
Yeah.
The parameters of which are, if the breath weapon hits, I will say that you will beat them to the punch, since
Yeah.
you've got you type everything in the text, but you just don't hit send.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my question would that allow me to cast a bonus action spell?
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. Then I'm holding on to that. Then.
Okay. Run.
Run is going to use his action to become one with the shadows and like dip and turn into his. He's just gonna.
That's so valid of you.
Take DM inspiration. Mike, you have to understand this. Mike has never played the character that has shirked away from a fight. In all of the years that I've known him, like Connie would step into it, Sid would step into it. This is the first character that Mike's had is like, you know, it'd be great not being here.
Yeah, for sure.
He just takes a very long step to the left and boop, gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about this.
Look, this works for my argument. Okay, that's good.
The stand's turn, as the dragon just sort of looks at this scene and freaks out, a gentleman jumps out of the stands that none of you have ever seen before. The gentleman is wearing a white shirt that's rolled up at the sleeves, covered in tattoos, and the tattoos are moving on his body. He goes, He goes, every time. A snake crawls out of the tattoo arm, goes over towards Affy and just kind of looks at Affy and gives her a smack across the face with its like tail. As it does, a little bit of healing magic. So Affy, you come out of this as the snake climbs back onto the man's like black pants as he leans over and kind of looks at you. All right, we won. What are we doing?
Oh my god, it's Affy's dad.
Who is this?
This is.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
are you texting me who this is?
It's your dad. You're the other character's dad.
This
Oh.
is.
Maddox is
I had to come up with something, and we briefly talked about this.
Oh, does she know that
Yes,
this is that person?
I'm gonna say that
Okay,
she's kept this.
got it.
It's
Okay.
a secret.
This is Dad, right? Hey, Dad.
I don't. I want nothing to do with this whole thing. Like,
You saved me.
nope.
Yep, you saved me.
I still.
You saved me. That
kind of-
means you love me.
I still kind of want you to die. So let's not just read anything too much into this. Let's not spend too much.
But I could have died.
Let's not.
I was almost dead.
No, hate it. Thank you so much. He's like, we're going home. He's like, just go to the tree. And the snake, a bird kind of pops out. This little like owl pops out as a little tattoo, and just go tell him to open the gateway. And the bird, like looks over at you, and it kind of flies over, and it like looks at your dad, and then looks at you, and the bird like comes forward and it's like making eye contact with Dad as it like nuzzles your face a little bit as it looks at Dad, and you see Dad's like, I swear if you flies away like to.
I don't owe you anything because you're my dad, right?
Oh God.
He goes, as far as I know, you owe me 7. And Dad kind of floats up back to the stands and just unceremoniously walks out. River comes rushing into the room, and she's like, "What the? I swear to God, I've never into the room." And she just goes over to who's unconscious at this point. Like she goes over and she's just like, she's pouring a little bit of like water into your mouth, and you heal back 8 points of healing.
Wonderful.
She goes over to Locke and she's like, she pours a little bit. Locke, you heal for like 7 points of healing, and she's like,
Son of a bitch.
everybody into the green room right now before the fight started. As the dragon's just sort of sitting there like looking down, and like it takes a little claw and like flicks Percy, who's just like a mouse playing with a toy. As everybody is roused and sent back to the little the room that connects this room to the outer space.
Can I take Tiny with me?
She looks, the elephant?
Well, yeah.
It's not emotional support elephant.
She goes, fine, and she like pushes the door, and the door forms elephant size, and Tiny kind of looks over at you and
Listen, I didn't get to use it, but I had the coolest move. I was gonna stab it with my spear, and I had a whole plan. It was gonna be really good.
Are we all there?
everybody's in the green.
Percy arrived in that same position, just like, that sounds like a great idea.
At that point, I just like
Seen it.
casted it on Percy's
Also,
roll.
what was that? and why were you there? They were screaming. Was that like a show?
Oh, no, so we were supposed to be like showing off of our talents, things that we learned at Chaos Campus to our parents who were all there, and then the dragon got all mad and it started trying to get out loose, and then Lox, I think, his daddy sort of fell down.
Oh shit!
And, and then everyone started losing their minds, and the dragon started breaking the thing, and then we were all fighting. And then I was talking to the dragon, which is great, because I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask you. I'd like to know really in the mind of a dragon like that, because it's got a lot of
Well,
brain.
you have an hour.
Oh, so I can go back and talk to it?
I don't think River's gonna let you go back and talk to it at this exact moment.
As you go to open the doors are locked. There's 2 doors that lead out of the space. Both
But
of
no,
them
if we ever meet another dragon.
This seems
We
very
can do that.
poorly planned.
Right.
Poorly planned. You came through the ceiling.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if the dragon's going to be putting on a show or something like that, shouldn't they, like,
Well, it seems pretty sadistic that this is the show. What is
Yeah,
what is this?
shouldn't it
What
have
is this
some-
deal?
That is exactly what I
You've got
said.
us thrown in here with this crazy.
With
I just want to say that is the
creature?
first thing that I said, that this is really kind of a not so nice thing to do to a living creature that doesn't deserve death. I just want everyone
I
to
was
remember
talking
what I
about
said.
us, but yeah, sure.
The door opens. The door opens with people screaming at the director. As the director's like, "Just a minute, I just want to speak to them." And as people are like screaming at them, they say, "Everything is going to be all right." And the director walks into the space. Behind the director is a tall-looking man, a blonde, whose hair is pulled back into a ponytail, and he's eating an apple, and he's just kind of waves. Chance waves at you. And he goes, "Alfie, it's good to see you."
Oh, it's good to see you too. We actually wanted to talk to the director about this dragon. I mean, does dragon go into human form? Can we talk to the dragon?
Director
Like,
puts a
it
hand
seems-
up, and she goes, 17. 17. We have done this 17 previous times as an exhibition, as a showing. The lesson that we teach with this particular lesson, as you are all agents moving your way through Chaos Campus, is that not every fight is winnable, and you should be aware of the odds, and it's a growth lesson between you and your parents. 17 previous times. This was number 18. And in the course of one outing, you have broken the auditorium beyond repair. The dragon has a hole in its wing, and it's apparently speaking to people now, in common with its telepathy. An individual in the stands is trying to be revived and roused from some sort of unconscious state because someone here saw a spell, didn't know what it did, and immediately cut the tether.
Crazy.
So do we get bonus points for all that?
In all of my years as director of this organization, I am to foster creativity. I am to foster individuals' specialized talents.
We're really good at that.
Yeah.
The amount of shit that this group can kick off in one setting is unfathomable.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment.
It should be. I mean, she made it possible that we could talk to the dragon, and then I laid down, and the dragon stopped fighting everyone. So I would say that's real creative.
And
We
you're
solved
saying-
it peacefully.
Yeah, you're saying nobody could beat the dragon, and we pretty much beat the dragon.
You
so,
would have died.
well, I might have, but I might not have. So
There ain't
You
nothing
see
wrong
her
with
like put her hands on her head, and she goes, "Yes."
Yeah, sorry about that. Dude, how's my dad? Is he alright?
By the way,
Your father is seeking the finest help that we can give.
But like where'd he go though? Because I have a feeling if he wakes up and doesn't see me, he's gonna be like,
Your
"You're freaking mad."
fellow crewmate's father is locating him, but it has become somewhat problematic
Why is that?
because your father has shuffled this mortal coil lock.
Dad's dead?
Yes,
You killed his dad?
Your Majesty.
Does that make you a king now?
The lock just like it just like just sinks down onto the floor. It just lays on the floor like just like yeah. Just lays
As
on the floor.
I stated, the amount of chaos this group can rouse up. Yes, Etheria.
don't you have like an events coordinator, and shouldn't you be talking to them right now? It feels like they probably messed up a little.
Timothane, who was introduced last session, should I remind you all, if our world is sessions and sessions are days,
Oh, I wasn't paying attention last session.
has
So it was like I
immediately
wasn't
been
here.
fired.
Well,
let
I
go
think
from
that's a
the
bit harsh
organization.
because he did give us some advice that did help us stop the fight.
He did.
Yeah.
And for
he
that
just-
I'm grateful.
Needs an assistant or something.
Hi. Yeah. So the name of this place is Chaos Campus, right? And so, like, I mean,
Okay.
wouldn't
Chanting.
you want us to be creating
Chant.
chaos? And you guys are throwing us into a arena with a dragon for sport. You know, I mean, I think that you guys they get what they deserve. I'm not saying your dad. He was kind of a dick.
Well,
but
Total
I mean,
asshole.
like seriously, like I think you're getting what you deserve.
God.
You asked for all this, okay, by creating this environment where you're just kind of torturing us for your own pleasure or joy. I mean, it was really kind of gross what you did, and
Did the
I think you
dragon-
deserve it.
Did the dragon agree to this?
Is the dragon okay?
The dragon is fine.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're gonna
Okay.
hate
But the
this.
dragon agrees to have people try to kill it, like, once a week? I mean, the dragon's good with
has
this?
regenerative properties. As long as one of the krill is alive, it does not matter how much.
where-
Oh shit! You're gonna hate this. Matt restoration.
All of the bugs in your skin immediately come to the surface. It's like, yeah.
Oh, come on!
Also infected.
Oh god, yeah. He's gonna have
How many
Who else is
husks
infected?
did I get?
I will say, give me a D6.
6.
Lots on the floor, bugs just leaking
These
from
things,
the bottom.
One.
these things die in contact with air. I will say that you, in all of your undead wizardry magics, managed to save one, and it's very Teen Titans. You have one purple little larva that you've got.
Oh, it's alive?
Yes, it's alive.
And you're
That's fine,
also
I'm excited.
infected?
It doesn't reproduce
I'm
asexually.
infected?
You want to go over towards Ophelia? I will say that throughout the course of this, the director goes. Let me establish some things. The acronym CHAOS is charting hazardous anomalies, origins suspicious. We wrangle chaos. There are times where we cause it, but it is always for a good cause. This was more of a lesson in there are some fights you shouldn't fight, but in all of my years, the 6 of you just started fighting.
I think the real lesson is maybe you shouldn't use us as entertainment for your own kicks. Okay, so yeah.
Yes, Ophelia.
So the idea was to put everybody in front of their parents in a no-win scenario where all you could do is walk away and look stupid?
Because if you can walk away in front of your parents, you can walk away in front of everyone. That there are battles that you will encounter in this line of work that you cannot win, that you should not win. And this was a test. Yes, there are individuals that choose to fight, but for the most part, they don't break the auditorium.
2 things. One, we didn't break the auditorium. Dragon did. Second one, I go back to what I said about we did learn that lesson because we did stop the fight peacefully, which is what you said that we were supposed to do, really, I guess, was the test. So I argue that we actually passed that test because we stopped, because we knew we couldn't win, and we just sort of talked with the dragon, and we talked him down. So I think we passed.
And also, like in real life, they put a dome over us, and you put us in this cage to go and fight for. I would have run away. I would have run away.
What?
I mean, I would have,
What an amazing
Yeah, that
argument. However, all arguments, bargains, pacts are null and void because a parent has died.
Why were they tethered to us? And why would that kill them if we took it off?
The tether was an emotional and physical connection between you and your parents. It was for us studying them as much as we could study you.
And it kills you if you disconnect it?
No one was able to be killed. The connection, we don't understand why your particular father had such a strong adverse reaction to the magic stopping
He was hurting
at the
him.
moment. Who was hurting him?
His father. You tied a man to his abusive father, so his emotions was hurting him.
He was not hurting him. The tethers are incapable of doing such a thing.
But I saw it,
Oh, you did?
which is why I broke it.
You broke an enchantment and a spell that you had no idea what it did. You just saw a tether being drawn from your friend to the other when I assured you that this was a non-lethal game of sorts. What?
My mom lied.
We're fully aware of that.
Are we?
I am aware of that.
Because it
yes.
seems like we're taking a lot of the parents' side instead of the people who were in there.
Your parents have tried to establish connections with the Chaos Organization, and this was a viewing on them as much as it was a viewing of you. Currently, the Raven Queen will not be getting admittance and help from us. Your mother and your father's organization will not be receiving help from us. At this current time, we will not be working with them in collaboration. Your father is being attended to. You have strong feelings and emotions. You have ideas on how you want to solve things. Perhaps I bear some of the blame in placing you in a box that had held 17 other groups and teams, and this team in particular didn't fit inside of it.
Are we not supposed to?
Okay, what's a fit in a box, man?
For the time being, I realize that I am the wrong choice to lead you, to be your liaison, so I have chosen another. This individual, there are some of you, his name is Chance. He will be serving as your liaison here within the group. He has been given carte blanche by me, and he is also assuming full responsibility for any situation that this group finds themselves into. You may communicate with him, and he has been given free rein to be able to communicate with you in such a way that he sees fit. I will stop trying to box you in. I just ask that when you find yourself in a situation where you do not know all of the factors, perhaps we spend a little bit of time understanding the spells and enchantments before rushing headfirst into a potentially hazardous situation, such as stealing from a high-level individual. And her eyes glance down at your ankle.
Can we go back to the fact that Holly was saying that it actually did damage to him? And
Chance,
he said it didn't?
you're up. And the director walks out of the room.
Okay, bye. So Chance. So Holly was saying that it did damage, but the director was saying that it didn't. I don't think Holly would lie about that sort of thing.
No, I don't believe so. Chance finishes his apple and kind of puts it down on the table. He goes, well, you've mopped up things a wee bit, haven't you? It's all right. I believe you. There's an emotional connection between the parents and the children, all right? Yes, he did take damage. There was a tether that was connected, not too unsimilar from his emboldening bond ability that he has as part of his personage. However, the rules of magic are whatever you give comes back to you twofold. So, yes, he was hurt because his father was angry at him, but if he had waited, you had no way of knowing it, he would have recouped what he missed twice, all right? Because no one should be in charge of your destinies other than you. Would I have done the same thing? And he looks out the room, and he kind of flicks his fingers, and as he does, the cameras suffer a weird glitch. It's a weird malfunction. It's just a stroke of bad luck. As the cameras in the room turn off, he goes, "Would I have done it? Absolutely. I don't fault you for it. This organization is a dance with the devil. I think you understand it. I think other individuals understand it at their same appointed time. You can dance with the devil and learn what the devil's plans are, or you can leave the dance at any point. This organization is not perfect. I'm learning what I can. But it is a means to an end. It's a means to a ship. It's a means to freedom. It's a means to knowing yourself, or learning, developing new skills, hiding from responsibilities of kingdom. Regardless,
King now.
regardless, the organization can give you all of those things, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. You're going to run into directors and choices you don't like, but regardless, my job is now to be your liaison, and the quickest way to endear myself to you is to bribe you. Here's $25 each of chaos bucks. I ask nothing in return. There is an auction about to take place. If you would like to go and participate in the auction with your newfound monies, you can.
Before we go, can I suggest a group hug?
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, everyone, bring it in.
Consent is key. Who does not participate in the group
Me.
hug? Okay.
I will group hug.
Lux twitching his head. Dude, like,
Hang on. Everyone who group hugs. And then he breaks out of it. Goes, everybody, are we short? Oh, here's one more.
oh, they're making a joke at me, dude. And I was like, bro, come on.
Everybody's got 25
You didn't
chaos.
participate in the group hug, you don't get money.
It's
Sorry.
fine.
Yep,
it's
sorry.
fine. Locke's dad just died.
He goes, your father's being looked at the moment. He happened to die in the presence of a lord of the undead and a goddess of the passage of souls. Like, if there's any place you want to die, it's like right there. So it's going to be fine.
But like, hey, has anybody else's parents died in the 17 sometimes?
He laughs and he goes, no one's ever broken the barrier where the audience is. I have to admit, that's going to live on in infamy for years to come.
Right.
I am so sorry.
Hey, fair warning, Belle's kind of a bitch. Don't take it personally. She fucking loves Dad. Sorry if I can't keep her from coming out sometimes.
Give me a D100.
Oh no.
Paula's joined.
37.
Paula's joined Locke on the floor. It's kind of like sitting on him.
Take a second. There is an auction going on right now. If you'd like to participate in the auction, you're welcome to do so. If you want some drinks as another sign of good faith, there's a bottle of Lagavulin 10 years in each of your rooms that you can have. And as a sign of another good faith, he kind of coughs a little bit, and you see him get old really quick for a second as he has to push through something, and your bracelet snaps open. And he walks over quickly and closes it, and he goes, "It's still going to look like it's closed, but just I'll give you a little bit of breathing room, all right?"
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. That hurt.
Percy's just staring at him. Just saying, she's just really looking at him after that.
He turns and looks over at you, and he goes, "Hey, good looking. What's wrong?"
I did, yeah.
Okay, all right.
She's still...
Take your time. You have a mission. I've managed to snag you something, a little bit of a softball. You're going to go to the Radiant Citadel. The Radiant Citadel is a area with a teeming marketplace. It's filled with people and things of that sort. You're going to be walking around the marketplace. I'm going to give you all quite a bit to spend in money, the currency of the area too, because I understand it's nice to participate in the auctions here, but sometimes it's nice just to get your haggle on. All right, so I'm going to give you all 200 gold pieces that are in your realm.
Nice.
All right. That you're going to be able to do, and you're going to be there for a wee bit of time. It's a festival going on for any of you Earth folks. It's a Mardi Gras festival. So it's a festival that celebrates debauchery and drinking and mask and all sorts of stuff. Ethereum, the baked goods are off the chart. I highly recommend it and things of that sort. You don't have to drink to participate, but it's a particular area that kind of keeps a little bit close to the chest, but for 3 days out of the year celebrates just a debaucherous festival with parades in the street, lots of special deals and merchants that come in. You'll be meeting with your contact about what you're going to be doing while you're there, but this is a softball, so you'll be there for a few days. All right. I'm willing to walk anybody that wants to walk over to the auction. If there's anything else that you'd rather do, it's your time. I respect that as well.
What are we at health-wise right now?
Whatever health you're at. For those of you that got brought up, you're at 8 points.
Okay.
Or 8 or 7 points of healing. But everybody else, yeah.
What were the results of the bets?
The bets were all forfeit the minute that the connection between the first bet was broken. That was the tether that was sort of keeping everything in check.
Damn. Absolute power. Oh, shit.
It would have been...
You kind of got it.
Yeah.
I was just hoping that they would apologize to their kids, but you know.
Some of the parents wished to speak with you, but I thought giving you a little bit of breathing room wouldn't be a bad thing. So if you need to speak with them, you can. Your communication has been sort of established. If you'd like to give yourself a wee bit of breathing room, you've got a world coming towards you. So
Dude, I gotta plan a funeral.
I know.
I'll help you. I got you.
And like, Locke just his clothes go all black in this black veil.
What did you roll on that D100?
37.
He goes, all right, who's going to the auction? Two? These two? All right, perfect. He takes the two of you over. Rovar...
See what they did this stuff, huh?
Rovar's like, sticks his head in the door as the chance opens and he goes, bro, I got you.
Dude.
I got him. It's great. Drew it, baby.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, none of the healing stuff is working, but reincarnate took on like a fox. It's great.
Holy shit, what is he?
Oh, he's a goblin now.
Nice.
Yeah,
He
man.
came back as a
Like,
goblin.
I don't mean to be a dick and still mourning my dad who's gonna bite me the ass later, but my personality is to make a joke right now. But dude, can you make him a fucking jester, bro?
No, dude, he's still the king. Like, he's got already magic stuff, like the illusion set up, but he's a goblin.
Oh, your dad is back?
Maybe I'll kill myself.
Anyway, you guys have fun. These two are going to the auction. What are the rest of you doing?
I won the auction too.
I'll
going
go
to
to
the
the
auction.
auction center, Benoit.
Okay, auction.
If Dad's alive, then
Auction?
Auction.
Where are
You
you
grab a
going?
drink on the way.
grab the whiskey.
I've got
Scotch.
$25. I don't need the director's money for director money stuff. He's gonna put another 25 into the contract.
Great, love it. Yes, great. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. Heading to the auction. Welcome to Hex's Auction. Gang, you have a whole bunch of items that are up for auction. You are welcome to bid anything you want. There will be rival bidders. If they bid high enough, basically I treat it like a D20. If I roll a 10 or below, they don't bid on the item. If I roll an 11 or up, they do bid on the item, and it may just raise from like an NPC. There are 4 items up. Actually, let's have fun with this. There's 5 items up for bid.
Can you pick me up something nice?
There's 5 items up for bid. The 5 items up for bid. The first item up for bid is a ring. Hexus has no idea what the ring does. The ring is an inlaid silver ring that has a red angry face emoji on the ring. It's just so it's a just like a silver ring, red angry face emoji inlet on the ring. He opens up the bidding for 10 chaos bucks. Opening bid. Do we hear 10? So somebody in the 10. Do I hear 12? 12. You get a 12 from an NPC. It was 12. All right. Do I hear
11.
Oh,
That's not how
that's not how auctions work.
Oh, 12.
You go 12. 12.
13.
You hear somebody's go 13. And so do I hear 14? 14. 14 going once. 14 going twice. Sold.
Yeah.
It's locked. You can add this to your inventory. It is the Ring of the Red Fury.
Ooh.
This is an actual item that exists in D&D. Okay? Let me tell you about the Ring of the Red Fury, buddy. I think you're going to have fun with this one. This is from Netherdeep, the Netherdeep campaign. So with this ring, you can now... you can now breathe underwater.
Nice.
Okay. You also have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. Okay, so you're
Seal mode.
merman, Dad.
Seal activate.
You can hit the ring and enter into the Rudidium Rage. Okay, when you hit the button as a bonus action, the rage lasts for 1 minute. Okay, or until you're incapacitated. You have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Jesus.
When you hit with an attack, you can now add your proficiency bonus to the damage roll. Okay? So, with every attack that you make, okay? So you have dual weapon fighting and stuff like that. Difficult terrain doesn't cost you any extra movement, and you're immune to being paralyzed or restrained. Nothing can stop you. I'm all the way up, okay? However, every time you rage, you gotta make a charisma saving throw.
I'd go with that.
Okay? On a failed save, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. Okay? So, and that keeps going up and up and up. Okay? So that's the ring. He hands you over the angry ring. He goes, all right, next item up for bid here today is this. It's a weird thing. We got it from a weird dimension where this dude was fighting a whole bunch of skeletons. And reaches down, picks it up, and puts down a chainsaw. There's a circular spot on the chainsaw, and blazoned on the chainsaw itself is the word groovy.
Damn it!
Here you go. This particular chainsaw does require the removal of your right hand.
What a cosplay.
Paul, do you want?
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
Opening bid
Lots of sky.
Do you want it?
is 10 chaos bucks for the chainsaw.
End your hand.
If I buy something, can I give it to someone else?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I want to bid 15.
Okay. You see this little gnome in the corner go 16.
Oh, if you want it, you can have it.
He looks at his hand. He's like, I withdraw my bid. And it's like 15 going once, 15 going twice.
16.
16.
You can have it.
Yeah. 16 going once, 16 going twice. Sold. It is under arm blade and chainsaw. Okay. It requires the removal of your right hand. But you will have a.
I'm gonna gift it.
You can gift it.
He's just gonna hold it like.
The next item up for bid is this mystery box.
Ah, damn it.
It's locked.
5.
5 chaos box going. 5 chaos box. Do I hear anything else? 5 chaos box. You hear somebody go 6. 6 chaos box. 7 chaos box. Do I hear 7 chaos box? Anything more? 7 chaos box. You hear 10. 10 chaos box. 10 chaos box. 11 chaos box going once. Man, you hear 12.
13.
13 going once. 13 going twice. Sold. He go ahead and put that down. How many? What's your change? 2. Did you hand that over? He hands you a giant locked box, but the minute you claim ownership of it, you look inside the box.
Yeah.
It is a busted up, janky ass golf tee.
Like a golf tee?
A golf tee. Like it looks like it's been used a whole
Just
bunch
a
of times on the
little-
golf.
just a little golf
a little
tee.
white golf tee.
I know.
You are now the proud holder of the mulligan.
You're gonna do
Well
it.
done.
Throwing the tee causes the DM to forget the last minute of gameplay. If somebody makes a bad choice, if all the shit breaks the fan, you now own the mulligan. It can only be thrown one time and one time only.
Well done.
I feel like I should apply.
There you go.
Do you applaud at auctions?
Yeah.
I'll try not to be the reason you have to use that.
All of us for that matter.
Last up, I'm going to ask everybody to close your eyes that's participating in the auction. Please.
Oh, like currently, like.
All of the US players. I'm going to describe the item, but I'm going to encourage you to keep your eyes closed.
Oh no.
This is a mirror. And this mirror has seen better days. All we know is that the mirror has one word spray painted on the back of it, and you're not supposed to look at it for too long. The word spray painted on the back of it is anarchy. And it's misspelled.
This is for you.
We're going to start the bidding at 10 chaos bucks. I see 10. Do I see 12? Okay, 12 chaos bucks. I see 12. Do I see 13? All right. I see 13. Do I see 14? 14 going once. 14 going twice. Okay. I see 14. Do I see 15? All right. 15. Do I see 16? Do I see 17?
It's my favorite show.
18. 18 going once. 18 going twice. Sold to the tiefling. Everyone can open their eyes.
It was so back and forth. It was the best game of tennis I've ever
I'm
watched.
gonna do more of these auctions where you guys can't look. I was both hoping and not hoping that you would
Really?
get
You go
this.
with the mirror this head? You
I thought I was 18, honestly. I would have kept going up.
Abby, I'm going to give you an item that's going to make you sad that you haven't been using this item for a long time.
Okay.
Allie, Atheria, I'm going to give you the Mirror of Life Trapping.
Jesus.
So here's
Okay.
how this mirror works. Normally it's a 4-foot tall mirror. This one's a little handheld. Okay? The mirror weighs 50 pounds. It's very delicate AC. It doesn't weigh 50 pounds. It probably was like 8 pounds, because it's a little handheld. AC of 11. It's only got 10 hit points. It's vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. Like it's a freaking mirror. Okay. Affy, you can use your action to speak its command word and activate it. It remains activated until you use the action word to stop it from being turned on.
Okay.
Any creature other than you that sees its reflection in the activated mirror while it's been activated, while within 30 feet of it, has to succeed on a DC 15 Charisma save, or it is trapped in the mirror plane, along with anything it's wearing, carrying in one of the mirrors 12 extra dimensional cells in the mirror plane.
Oh my god. Wait, there's 12 spots?
There's 12 spots.
Demented Pokemon.
And then if I have 12 people in there, and then I try to go for a 13th, does it kick out a random one?
Creatures trapped
That
in the
makes sense.
cells don't age, they don't need to eat, they don't need to drink, and they don't sleep. If they know spells that allow them to travel the planes, they can get out of it because they can just travel the planes, okay?
Can I release them on command? Like I can just decide when they go?
It frees one trapped creature anytime it breaks, so once you hit the limit.
Oh, okay, so they're stuck forever until I get over 12.
It appears in an unoccupied space within sight of the mirror, but facing away from it. Okay.
And does it randomly release? Okay.
If you hit 13.
Okay.
Like, do you know
but
what I mean?
they're trapped forever until
If the
I go
mirror
over
is
13.
shattered at any point with its AC 11 and 10 hit points, everybody's released simultaneously from the mirror.
Oh, okay.
God.
So I can't use it as a cool way to travel.
Within-
like, hey, everybody jump in the mirror.
If you know the name of the creature in the mirror, you can summon it like a Pokemon.
Oh.
You can call it out. You can be like, hey, come on out. Like, you can use it to transport.
Okay.
Here's the kicker.
Ooh.
You don't know the last owner of this mirror.
I don't know what's in there.
You don't know what's in there. You don't know how many things are in there. And you don't know the names of the things that are in there.
Interesting.
Now, should you wish, you could just break this bad boy now and free everything that's in there. But I don't think that's what you're going to do.
The director would love that.
The director would
I'm sure
totally not
HR.
hire us.
Fucking smash it.
Anarchy!
All right, is this something that's in...
Anaraki?
It is on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
Okay.
Iraqi, yeah.
It's called the
It's a bug
Mirror
control.
of Life Trapping?
It's called the Mirror of Life Trapping.
Fire. Cell number 3.
Last but certainly not least, I'm going to do something a little bit rare. I've recently come into possession of a certain deck of cards. I'm going to auction off the draw from the deck of Many Fates. But I'm going to do you one better. You're going to draw 2. And you're going to pick which one you want. From the picture.
Oh, shit.
You don't know what it does. But I'll tell you what the picture is. So, we're going to start the bidding off at 10 Chaos Bucks. I see 10. 10 Chaos Bucks.
Maybe my dad.
And no, everybody takes a step back from the 10. Do I hear 11? 11, 11, 11. I hear 11 Chaos Bucks, 11 Chaos Bucks. 11, do I hear 12? 12 Chaos Bucks, 12 Chaos Bucks, okay?
20.
20 Chaos Bucks. 20 going once. 20 going twice. Sold.
Shit.
This is a kid on parole.
Get on parole.
Take 2 cards. That's okay, I'll grab it. Pick 2 cards. Don't look at them.
Can I look at
Bulls on
Both bad. They're
parade.
both horrible.
No more mazes, please.
The 2 cards are a dragon,
Huh?
and the other one is a hand that is covered in black spots.
I'm gonna pick the dragon.
A or B?
B.
The dragon summons right here, right now.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
I was like, well, at 8 HP, let's do this.
I just froze. I was like,
A
HP.
You're looking at the card, like he picks the card, and you're like, I think I want the dragon, and he hands you over the card. As you flip the card over, the card pops into place, and the card immediately fizzles. And as that happens, you see this white egg sort of plop into your hand. The white egg has specks of purple. The sort of like speckle the egg, almost like a robin's egg might, but it's just these little like shades of purple, and you feel something moving around in there.
Yeah, baby dragon.
Can I help you raise it?
Yes, please.
I know all about dragons.
Congratulations on being a mom.
I hate that.
All right, that is the last of our auction items for today. Thank you all so much for participating, and have a good one. And you see as Hex starts to pack up. Hex has a whole bunch of like random items and things of that sort. As always here, if you want to, you are welcome to throw a couple of bucks at Hex and just grab into the bin of. It's not going to be anything super amazing. I've got a list of like weird, just common random magical items.
For a couple of bucks?
Like, for $2 you can
I needed
reach,
change anyway, so $2.
You can reach into the
So that
bag
was
and
20.
just
The crab bag.
Yep.
See if there's anything for armor.
yeah. Who's grabbing into the grab bag?
I feel so bad. I'm gonna put this chainsaw arm like on my mantle. But, all right, cool. That's where I'll
It's
sit.
just gonna be a spoiler. Yeah. Hang on. Let me.
We take an arm off once campaign.
Once
don't
I-
do it again.
Once a
I get-
campaign. Usually.
Once I get Warcaster, we'll talk about it.
All right. $2.
Yep.
Give me a D100, pal.
Si, senor.
Reach into the grab bag.
75.
Actually, buddy, give me any number between 1 and 200.
1 and 200. 164.
What a good number.
Specific number.
Sure. I was gonna pick 200 because 1.
You get some fancy ass boots that magically change color to fit the color scheme of your mood.
You get mood boots.
You get mood boots, man. So, like, if you want to, you can wear them and you're just like, I'm feeling angry. They're boop, bright red and stuff like that. But you can also maybe trick somebody into wearing them and figuring out what their mood is if you get them to wear the boots. So you get some mood boots.
Mood boots.
I just want to let you know I put
1
those
through
down
200.
randomly, and that's
Okay,
what it came out
I'll
to.
just pick 123.
Oh,
123. That's interesting. You get a crystal ball.
I'm gonna hide it. Save it up for Lent.
This is gonna be interesting for you, Run. This is Jack Sparrow's compass.
Oh.
It's gonna show you what your heart desires, like what you want. All you have to do is concentrate on it. A little arrow manifests in the compass and points you in the direction, but it doesn't tell you what you're going for. Like it's working off what does Run truly want in a given situation. You hold the crystal ball and an arrow pops up and it just points Run in the direction of like.
The ship.
It brings you back. It brings you
Or
back
an
to-
item for the ship, or something along those lines. Like it's a random, like, hey, like you hold this and it'll point you towards what Run wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I imagine if you put it on your ship as a dashboard thing,
Yeah.
it could get
Definitely.
weird. Who's next? $2.
I wasn't gonna pick this number. I need you to know, but I also need you to know this is what I rolled.
Okay.
So
Did you get 69?
I sure did.
69.
The gods have willed it.
The gods have will just so it must
Who are we to deny the RNG? Ah! Oh, hi, puppy.
I needed to show Chris. I was like, you need to see this.
And I bore witness. I was 9.
This is so oddly appropriate. You have a necklace of animal teeth.
Hey!
Once per long rest, as a bonus action, you can cause the necklace to bite you, and it changes all of your teeth into the teeth of a random animal.
That's
So, like,
funny.
you'll take 2 points of piercing damage, but your teeth are all changed into like just gotta gum it. But you have a necklace of animal teeth once per long rest.
So is that something that's actually in here?
No, gosh,
Okay.
no. These are all
Let me write that down.
wonky as hell.
That is the greatest.
178. Because it popped into my brain.
Sure.
Number 1.
You get a small like gnome figurine.
How many figurines?
It's just,
Yeah, right.
it's just-
I'm gonna peek at it.
second.
that you can set as an alarm clock. So you basically give it a time, and then it wakes up, and immediately at the time it just starts moving around and being like, "Hey, wake up! It's time to wake up!" And it's like slapping people in the face. It's still like a figurine, but you can set this little annoying figurine gnome alarm clock. Okay, you give it a time, you drop it into place. And then it just wakes up at
How
that
big
time.
is it?
Like,
Just little?
It's a little. It's a little
Perfect.
like gnome figurine that just
I'm
wakes
gonna
up.
have fun with that.
You are gonna have fun with that. Anybody else want anything random from the grab bag before we leave the auction? 116. We're deep in the 100s.
Absolutely.
You get a rapier.
Nice.
That
swap.
is that has a personality. So it's like
I
It cuts
hate
with insults.
sentient
Guys,
weapons.
sentient weapon.
I
It's
hate
French.
sentient weapons.
it's real sad.
Insults.
Oh no!
It cries a lot. Like when you hold it and stuff like that.
Its tears are blood.
But while it's crying and things of that sort, it has the off chance of like distracting the individual that you're doing as it like starts to cry and stuff like that. So you're welcome to spend another $2 and put that.
I simply
back
will.
in the-
I hate it.
They can't all be winners. You're like, yeah, that's fine. No one loves me.
No, don't need that victim blaming. Goodbye.
Give me another.
Fine.
73.
Number one.
It's worse. Since I knew worse.
This we talking
Pick number
socks.
3, Meals.
Number 3, my lord.
Pick number 3, Meals.
All right.
The gift of death. Well
No.
done.
Okay. I'm about this, because I don't think you'll misuse this. You get a gem, that's a little green gem.
Okay.
You have to affix it to the middle of your forehead.
Okay.
But if you do, and you would like to, Holly would get a key point.
Shit.
Oh, like a monk.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
just one. We just make it rain in the book.
Making it rain.
Holly gets a key point. So you can look up what monks have the ability to do with a key point, step of the wind and stuff like that. But you're channeling your third eye, like if you
Nice.
have this little like thing,
That's a
and put little boop. You know what I mean? Monks across the world are like, well, that belittles everything we do. Like, that's great. But that's what you get.
Nice.
Your items.
Someone in the chat has brought up a great point about the teeth. Does it give me a bite attack?
Depending on the animal.
Okay.
If you get dolphin, it's just gonna no. That's
Hey, dolphins have serrated backwards teeth.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, for use math. and
By that
science.
logic, you can be venomous at some point.
Every attack is a bite attack if you believe in yourself.
Yay.
Cool.
Truths have wild shape. They can use bite.
Hex is very happy to take all of your money for random things and things of that sort. You have a little bit of time. That's as you finish the auction and things of that sort. Individuals, are sort of busying about the space. You're getting lots of little taps on the shoulder, asking you about what exactly happened, and you all have. In one fell swoop, become sort of overnight celebrities within the Chaos organization, and because of that, certain things are going to change. You're going to have a little bit more leeway when it comes to helping out individuals. Because of that, each of you and some of the projects that you've been working on, be that learning from Rovar, be that modifying your weapons, be that the doors, be that working on your ship, you've now gained a little bit of notoriety that you can almost like leave those projects idling, like an idle phone game, like for some of you, and just have individuals work on that while you're
Ooh,
gone.
so I can have Gus, like my intern, like working on the door thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So individuals are working on some of those little side projects. While all of them were at the auction and doing all of that, and you gave money to your contract.
I have $105 in this contract.
You've
now.
broken the $100 mark adding into this contract.
Yeah.
Knowing that this is a pact between heaven and hell, and that you've been pouring money into this.
We'll see how it goes. It could be a
Multi-level
complete
market.
scam.
You now are able to, if you weren't already before, able to speak the languages Abyssal and Celestial without utilizing a spell slot.
I think I naturally.
If you-
I smell I have one of those naturally.
If you already have that, you also have develop telekinesis up to 15 feet
Oh,
away.
wow.
So as you're able to now communicate with individuals from 15 feet away, as long as
Stay out of my head. Stay out of
using
my head.
telekinesis and things of that sort.
Telekinesis or telepathy?
Telepathy.
I have telepathy. Okay.
You have telepathy, so and you're able to do that. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's a reverse funnel system.
It's a what is it?
So embarrassing.
A cigarette.
Yeah.
It plasters at the top.
You are plugging money into this. You all have a little bit of free time at the campus before you have to leave. For your parents are still there, and I think all of them are just sort of in a bit of a shock with the survivors of this event that are now being shuffled into the cafeteria, drinking hot cocoa and eating cupcakes that Helga the Dragonborn has like these sort of like it just in sort of given to everybody. But all of your parents are in that space. Should you choose to speak to them before they leave?
I'll go talk to your dads. I don't want to go talk to my mom.
Yeah, you can talk to my dad. You let's go.
I really want to know how your dad felt about pizza. Like that's
Me too.
That's the one thing that's been burning in my questions.
Yeah, you head over. You see your dad, Tamarel, is just there, and it's just like, well, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen you do.
It's not. I'm still alive. So
Still alive. We'll call that a bonus, and he puts his hand up for a high five.
Rosa wants to know how you like pizza.
It's not bad. It's great. I feel like every culture has dough and meat, like where you're like dough, meat, cheese, like that seems like a cultural staple.
Do you have one, like, do you like demon pizza?
Oh, yeah. Papa John's.
This is fantastic. You know what? I'm good for the day. We're good.
Yeah.
We're trying to franchise the CC's, but I don't think it's going to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
Even demons have standards.
Oh,
Yeah.
burn.
I think I'm only half demon.
Oh.
Hey!
But Dad's like, tough break. You alright?
I mean, yeah, it's rough, man, but we're my stomach's upset, but we're thriving.
Anybody can be like a father or a mother.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a real person to be a parent. And sometimes the best demonstration that our parents are the people that gave birth to us can give us is an example of what not to do and what not to be. And it sucks. It's never easy, but it's also a gift in and of itself.
Do you want to, like, adopt me? Come me out here.
I kind of think you're cute, so that'd be weird.
Fair. You know what? I appreciate your
You could just marry my daughter.
That math still checks out.
Son! Let me show you some pictures of Holly when she was really little.
Absolutely
I brought her on the bugbear rug. It's super cute. And he goes over and shows you photos. Anybody else doing anything with your parents, or are you just gonna dip it out?
Percy's gonna tackle Hades.
Yeah. Oh, we're back to hugging.
Did you see what I did?
I did. You walked away and you prostrated yourself in front of a giant dragon.
Yeah.
It's something your mother would have done.
And oh my god, thank you. Can you tell her I did that? She's gonna be so proud.
She will be.
I also did a lot of damage too before I realized I shouldn't.
Oh, I know. That's me.
Yeah. Well, I also wanted to kind of do a little show of force to the other parents who are being really mean, because I want to go talk to that evil one.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, the other ones. Linda, Karen, Diane.
Yeah.
Paul's mama. She was really, really, really mean to him, especially right before we came in, and she lied about the boom. So I wanted to go talk to her.
Percy, you can if you wish. You are your own woman, but Percy, I locked you in the underworld for the first 16 to 17 years of your life. It was for your own safety, and it was a decision I made. I would not be so quick as to pass judgment on other individuals. Parenting is a bitch. And there are no answers. There's no handbook. And so, yes, Diane is abrasive, even by my standards, but...
I'd rather not us make, like, a scene. If that's cool, I'd rather just, like, kind of sweep it under the rug and move on. I don't really want to make a scene.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate it.
Yes. But I understand, and your heart is large, as well as your disintegrate spell. So
Thank you.
it's very good. Yeah. Anybody else?
Oh, you can keep the mustache, by the way.
Oh, haha. Yep.
On bated breath.
It keeps on giving. Yeah, Locke's still checking on his goblin dad.
Your father is sitting in a golden throne. Nothing has changed. He is exactly how you left him. His servants are surrounding him. And he goes, well, that was a little bit of excitement from earlier. Do you want to? You need to. I'm
Dude,
still your king.
yeah, but you died, dude. And so Locke kind of goes for this weird, like, first time ever, kind of like a hug that...
No, what is this? Stop.
Just left my mouth, dude.
This
Left
is
my
not
mouth,
the
dude.
first time I have died. I am God's chosen. You will not let me die.
Dude, how many times have you died?
It's just, I don't know. It's just a few times.
And why'd you ever tell me?
You are my son. Why would I share this with you?
Because we're fucking family, dude.
Don't raise your voice to me. What is this? Where is this coming from?
Dude, like, you were there, and then you weren't.
I gave you everything you wanted.
You fucking
I
hate
gave
me.
you everything you wanted. You wanted your freedom. I gave you freedom. You wanted the baubles to play with. I gave you that. You wanted to drink and carouse and sleep with whoever you wanted to sleep with. I gave you all of these things. You wanted space. I gave you space. And now you cannot come to me now and say, where was I? I was ruling a kingdom. Just as you will rule a kingdom. Just as you will feel the crown of responsibility placed upon your head when it is time, when you are in the right place. You are not in that place. Yes, you are my son. But you raise your voice to me and I will have your head on a pike just as any man who would raise his voice to me. Son.
Do you not mean to be rude? I deeply apologize. And gives a very deep bow.
He puts his hand out so you can kiss his ring.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad. And just slowly backs up.
He nods.
I'll swing by.
Calm down. I feel like you need this, buddy.
Your mother is locked in a conversation with Diane off in the corner.
I see you're still here, Mother.
My son. Yes.
I'm surprised. I heard you were here for some kind of collaboration with the Raven Queen, and that was rejected, so I don't see any reason why you would still be here.
Well, the Chaos Organization needs money in order to thrive. The temple has much money. Where do you think this money comes from for your magical items and places to stay and transportation? And I took to heart what you said. You were in prison for a few days?
It was over 30 years, Mother.
30 years. You were in prison for 30 years, and I realized that I should have sent a card or stopped by.
Tried to rescue me? I mean, I had to trap a drow priestess in a stone to escape. You know how many people died in that? I'm just. You know what? Why are you still here? They've already rejected your deal. At least that's what the director said.
It is true.
So what are you sticking around for?
I thought I would say goodbye.
Okay.
I don't know how to speak to you. I never have. But in my own way, I serve a greater purpose. And I hope one day you will understand that.
Yes, I'll miss you too, Mother. Okay. And he walks out.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, but I'm not stopping.
Mom looks at you and just gives a small nod, and even Diane is looking at her like, I think I'm being called somewhere else, and like, and gets pulled over to another direction.
Percy just leans over to her dad and goes, I'm so glad we got such a normal family.
He looks at you, he looks down at his trappings as Lord of the Underworld, and he thinks to his wife, and he goes, yes,
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Ooh, boy, howdy. We lucked out.
Yeah.
What if I just grab like a couple boxes of pizza and we go sit in a courtyard and scream for a little while?
Oh my god,
We can
that
grab the
sounds
bottles of drinks, too.
fantastic.
Do
Exactly.
you guys want to come check out my ship and,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Let's go have a pizza party on a ship.
Before everybody leaves,
I gotta mount this
it's a pizza
crystal
party on a
ball,
ship, which
so-
is very wholesome to me.
I'm just saying, I'm responsible for you, so it's more like our ship. But like,
Our shit.
We'll work it out.
Now,
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, is Dad still around?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's sulking in the corner.
I'm sorry I missed the whole parent-child meet and greet thing that feels like it was a week ago. I mean, I know it just happened, but you know.
No. It's fine.
I got distracted.
They said you were hiking.
Well, yeah, sort
That
of.
seems like an excuse.
Okay, so I do this thing where I hide things like baked goods and cookies and things like that, and then I just hide so many things that I forget where they are, and then I go on a scavenger hunt to find them, and sometimes it's in the woods. But it's like a surprise when I find things. It's like a treasure hunt, but it's one I created for myself.
Didn't you hide them?
Yeah, but I forget things a lot.
me every day.
So you hide them, and then you're trusting.
But then it's like a surprise. I mean, I'm sure some other people find them sometimes too, but then they get a surprise too, so I'm spreading joy.
Oh, it's a trick.
Sure. Yeah. Yes, I'm tricking people. See? Are you proud of me?
Marginally. Yes, this could work.
Okay.
Maybe you're not a lost cause.
You thought I was a lost cause?
Oh, yes. I'm sure with
That's
many.
kind of rude.
It's all right. Listen, I'm happy that you're happy.
Okay, I'm very happy. Hi. What? What is what?
For the t-shirt that me and Locker gave me.
The lost cause. You walk and run.
Welcome to the club.
No.
Maybe get jackets now.
I just continue to
Daddy
be your
issues.
enigmatic self and just sort of grow into it, I suppose.
Grow into being a lost cause? Or
No,
growing out of being a
grow
lost
into
cause?
just embrace the chaos a little. I thought that this guy
I'm
was.
usually very good at embracing chaos.
Oh, I'm aware.
And I'm still a little bit of a lost cause?
You're very old, Etheria. I just need you to sort of figure out what it is you want to do. Do you have any aspirations of being in the Pantheon? Do you wish to continue to be a child for the rest of your life?
I'm pretty happy with who I am.
Well,
Like right now, like I don't need to grow into something else. I'm happy with who I am right now.
what's that like?
You're not?
I'll take 2 psychic damage.
He goes, no, I never have been, and perhaps I've been looking at you wrong. Perhaps I'm the one that
I'm
needs
used to
to
winning.
grow up a bit.
Sounds like it. Do you need to talk about it?
Oof.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like a tattoo?
Cool parent.
Sausage tattoo. Sausage tattoo. Get a sausage tattoo.
I admit I've been somewhat absentee, but you haven't been the easiest individual to get a hold of. I wouldn't mind a direct line of communication.
Oh,
He's giving you a phone.
you wanna?
It can be whatever appearance you wish it to be, but I don't think there are any rules about parents giving their children tattoos.
Yeah, would you be like looking in on me though?
Only when you open the connection.
Insight.
Are you there? Are you having a pizza
Yeah,
party?
no, she's
God.
suspicious. You can see the suspicious on my face.
You want to give me an insight check?
Yeah.
You can give me an insight check.
Okay.
Don't be
We're having a
suspicious.
pizza party.
Yeah, I'm dealing
Don't
with
be
trauma.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
No, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
that's a 4.
Seems legit. What would you like your tattoo to be?
Hate that verbiage right there. Can't
Before I like commit to this like permanent tattoo thing, how about just a way to contact you so I can think about it and then decide? Like it's not permanently attached to my physical self.
He goes, Hamdel, and there is a flash of the rainbow bridge that impacts into the ground, and he takes a small bit of rainbow crystal, and he goes, "This is a bit of rainbow crystal. It's from the rainbow bridge. You can use it to contact me. I will appear on its glossy surface. It is somewhat fragile, so be careful with it, but it is not as permanent as a tattoo or as cool, but it should still work."
Thanks. Would you like a cinnamon roll? I baked them myself.
Yes, I would love a cinnamon roll.
She gives him a cinnamon roll.
God, he eats it.
Okay, I didn't think it was going to eat it now. It is. Yep. Of course it is.
Making full eye contact.
Give me D100.
God, to the parent list, I guess.
Jeez.
Why not?
Demon, king, god, priestess?
That's an 80. That's an 8. I thought it was
That's
88, but I was like, that's a
huge
wonky
difference.
looking 8. No, that's an 8.
That's just an 8.
It's just an 8.
It's just an 8.
It's just an 8.
Because the 2 zeros kind of look like a wonky 8.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's an 8.
His eyes roll back into his head, and as he does, he grabs out to you as he's kind of falling backwards, and as he grabs out to you, the two of you experience a vision, okay, of the immediate future.
Okay.
Run is screaming like a maniac at the console of what appears to be a ship, but like one of those sci-fi ships. Okay, he looks like he's in his element. He's got tears of joy streaming off of his face and things of that sort. And it's almost like you're seeing this vision of him screaming as in front of you there is a dogfight happening as other ships pass through and things of that sort. And he yells, "Paul, now would be a good time!" And Paul is like, "I'm on it!" And he's like, he looks over and he's like, finds one of the ships and he goes, and it stretches out and you see this calm emotions sort of burst out. And the captain's like, and the ship just kind of flies off in the other direction. As that's happening, you watch as the camera follows that stream of like Paul like sending this out, and another ship flies into the stream of focus, and Holly like transports onto the ship. She's like, "Hi," blow a button, and like hits a button, and the pilot looks back, and Holly disappears from that. And you hear a little bit of radio chatter in Holly's ear as Percy's like, "Can you grab a body part from just one of the random?" And Holly like disappears out of view. And you're back on the ship, and Etheria, you're like running in, and you're like, "Did you find him? Did you find him?" And Run's like, "I almost got him, there!" And then all of a sudden, Run hits a button, and the ship kind of plows past everybody. It bumps everybody out of the side as these two like bumpers come up. And he sees the head of this armada of ships, and he goes, "Would you like to do the honors?" And you and your father watch this vision of the future as Affy goes forward towards a little microphone, and Run hits the on button and it doesn't work. He hits it again and it doesn't work, and he like flicks it really hard, and then all of a sudden it like sparkles on, and you see yourself step forward and go, "My name's Etheria, and you're gonna give us back the King of France right freaking now!" And from the radio, there's a crackle, and you hear Locke from the other end of this ship, this giant armada ship, going, "Well, perhaps I would listen to her. She seems very upset." And then you are back out of the vision.
Nice.
As your father looks at you and then looks down at the cinnamon bun.
I made it! Isn't it great?
And he goes, "That was wild. It felt utterly violent and completely chaotic." And he takes another bite in his eye for back, and that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Well done.
A little glimpse into a future arc there that I have planned and stuff like that. We're gonna get our Spelljammer on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time. And I get to come up with French airships. And
King of France.
He goes back to King of France. Thank you all so much for tuning in. The cinnamon rolls are wild magic cinnamon rolls. And the wild magic surge that Afi rolled is, you are given a brief glimpse into the future of an event of the DM's choosing. So appropriate.
I have to learn how to teleport now.
One more. I'm disappointed because one after that, well, the number right after that is a dead body just falls from the sky. And your father having a bit of cinnamon roll and then a what the fuck? Like, that would have been a great ending. But that was good too. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Every Mags. A traveling pianist, haunted hostess, all of our new friends, and we've got a new follower tonight. DM Surish 93. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat that's been hanging out. We love you all so much. Thank you. Tune in tomorrow night for Vampire Shenanigans. We're gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna go raid a channel. Yeah, we're gonna go raid the Playmat. His name is Matt. We love you all so much. Heart hands out. Thank you for kicking up a little bit of chaos with us tonight. We'll see you soon.